Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, what do people know about her? She's smart and beautiful. She's a famous actress, and people love her movies. She's a superstar, and people always remember her smile. This big smile brings light into a room. Suddenly, people are happy. But what is the story behind this smile? How does a little girl from a quiet town find the big lights of Hollywood? Julia Fiona Roberts is born in Atlanta on October 28, 1967. Her brother, Eric, is born in 1956, and her sister, Lisa, arrived in 1965. The three children live in a house with much love. But there are problems too. Julian's father and mother, Walter and Betty, love the theater. They start a school for young actors in a big house in Atlanta. They work all day and night, but there is never much money. In 1972, Walter and Betty get a divorce. Lisa and Julia live with their mother in Smyrna, Georgia. Eric lives with his father in Atlanta. Lisa and Julia don't often see Eric and their father. But Walter loves them and writes many letters to them. Then, in 1977, he suddenly dies. At 12 years old, Julia has her beautiful smile. But behind the smile, she is not always happy. From 1982 to 1985, Julia is happy at Campbell High School. She likes games, dances, music, movies, and people. She has many friends, but not many boyfriends. And she has fun. She's a good student too. Julia finishes school and moves to New York. Eric and Lisa live there too. Eric's an actor. Maybe Julia can be an actress. Julia has a good time in New York. She goes places with Eric. She meets some important people. She doesn't go to actors school, but she looks for roles in TV and in movies. In 1986, Eric has a role in a new movie, Blood Red. The director is looking for an actress for a small role. Eric says, "My sister can be my sister in this movie." Blood Red is the first movie with Julia Roberts. In 1987, Julia gets work in 2 movies. She's good in Satisfaction, and she meets her first important boyfriend, the actor, Liam Neeson. He's in Satisfaction too. They fall in love and move to California. Then Julia gets the big role of Daisy in Mystic Pizza. She has fun with the actors, and many people like the movie. Now, Hollywood directors know the name Julia Roberts. In 1988, director Herb Ross wants Meg Ryan for Steel Magnolias, but she's making When Harry Met Sally. Sally, thrilled, talks to Herb Ross about Julia. In the movie, Sally is Julia's mother. Now, The two women are friends. People love steel magnolias. Julia is Shelby, a sick young woman. She wins an award for her role. She falls in love again too, with actor Dalen McDermott. In 1989, Disney starts a new movie, a love story about beautiful woman, Vivian, Julia Roberts, and the businessman Richard Gere. Pretty Woman makes $450 million. People watch the story and fall in love with Vivian. She's beautiful, smart, and fun. People, before Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts is an interesting young actress. After it, she's a superstar. Every director in Hollywood is calling her. Julia stars Flatliners in October 1989 and falls in love with Kiefer Sutherland, an actor in the movie. Julia and Kiefer have fun. They go to bars. They drive to new places. Julia buys an expensive car and a big house. They talk about a big Hollywood wedding for June 14, 1991. On June 11, Julia stops the wedding. She goes to Ireland with a new boyfriend, Jason Patrick, Kiefer's very good friend. The year 1991 is difficult for Julia. She makes 3 movies. Sleeping with the Enemy is a big hit, but Dying Young and Hook are not. She makes Hook for director Steven Spielberg. Later, he says on TV, "I can't work with Julia Roberts again." Julia can understand. This Julia stops work for about 2 years. Hollywood asks, "Where is our famous superstar?" Julia is smiling again in 1993. She gets $8 million for the role of Derby Shaw in The Pelican Brief. The movie is a big hit and makes $200 million. Julia is black. Then she falls in love again in New Orleans. She meets Leigh Lovett, the tall, quiet, 35-year-old musician. Julia and Leigh's wedding is about 1 month later, on June 27, 1993. Julia is beautiful in a white dress and no shoes. From 1997 to 2001, people loved Julia in Conspiracy Theory, Step Mom, Notting Hill, Runaway Bride with Richard Gere again, Eric Brockovich, and The Mexican. Some good actors get $20 million for a movie. Julia Roberts is the first $20 million actress. She's famous, but she's unhappy about her brother. Eric and Julia have many old problems, and they don't talk. And the winner is Julia Roberts for her role in Erin Brockovich. It's March 25, 2001, the night of the Academy Awards. "I love the world. I'm very happy," says Julia. And tomorrow? Who knows? But today, she looks at her first Oscar and smiles her superstar smile.